Welcome back everyone, this is Halo Reach Tutor. I've got another gameplay video for you, and this time I'm playing Multi-Team on the map Countdown. As always, I'm going to be bringing you lots of tips and tricks along the way that will help you improve your Halo Reach game and take it to the next level. Let me start by telling you a little bit about the map Countdown. Countdown is a symmetrical map, which means if you were to place a mirror or draw a line right down the middle of the map, it would be identical on both sides of that line, or both sides of the mirror. So it's the exact same on either side. Some of the maps in Halo Reach are symmetrical maps like this one, and others are not. You need to know which are which so that you can effectively navigate through the map. Now, Countdown consists of multiple levels. I think that there's 3 levels on Countdown. There's several walkways, passageways, lifts that connect all the different levels. It can be kind of complicated if you do not know your way around, so you may want to take some time to familiarize yourself with this level because it can be a little tricky navigating. Now when it comes to multiplayer, multi-team, you're talking there are 6 teams of 2 players apiece. You do the math, that means that you have 12 players. That also means that you have one teammate and 10 opponents. Okay, that's going to create some very frenzied gameplay. Okay, it's going to get very hectic. You only have one person watching your back, and you've got 10 players trying to take you down. So you're going to see very much a run and gun type of style when it comes to multi-team. Okay, this is not a finesse game. You're going to do very well with short-range weapons. There's going to be a lot of melee attacking, a lot of beatdowns, things of that nature. You're not going to see a lot of sniping. You're not going to see a lot of headshots. It's just, too crazy for a lot of that. That's not to say that headshots are totally worthless, but you can see how devastating this energy sword can be, because every time I turn around, there's an enemy to hack away at. Whereas with the sniper, it's just too slow and not as effective. The same thing with the DMR. You'd be much better to switch your DMR out for a nice close range weapon like the shotgun or the energy sword or something of that nature, if you can find one. Now fortunately on Countdown here there is a shotgun, there is an energy sword, so those are weapons you may want to go for quickly if you're playing a multi-team on Countdown. Now let me tell you a little bit about the health system in Halo Reach. At the top of the screen you'll see 2 bars. One is the shield, and the bar just below that is the health. Now of course you're going to die when both bars go completely out. Now what happens is when you're attacked initially, your shields are going to be the first thing to drop. Once your shields have dropped entirely, your health is going to start to come down as well. And of course, once your health is gone, you're going to be dead meat. Now, when it comes to beatdowns and melee attacks, what a melee attack will do is it will drop your opponent's shields completely, okay? But if they have even just one sliver of shield left, it still will only bring down the shields, okay? It won't cut into their health whatsoever. Now, if their shields have been taken down completely, a melee attack will completely eliminate a player's health. Okay, so what that means is if a player had completely full health, one melee attack would reduce their shields, the second melee attack would finish them off. Okay, now if that player's health has already been reduced or compromised, meaning that their shields are already down, then a single melee attack will finish the job. Okay. Now that's important to remember because, as I said earlier, in multi-team, things can get really crazy. There's so many players all over the place, and there's so much fire, so many grenades, that most players are running around without shields up. Okay, most players are running around with very low health, and it takes only a single melee attack to beat them down. Well, my whole point in telling you all this is that you'll see that successful players who are playing multi-team are going to earn most of their kills with the melee attack. Okay, they're going to get a lot of beatdowns. After you play a multi-team gameplay, go back to the top players, check out, their most popular weapon or their most commonly used weapon, and 9 times out of 10 it's just going to be the beatdown. Okay, so when you're playing multi-team, really focus on that. You want to get it up nice and close if at all possible, and just start beating people down, and you'll find that surprisingly you're going to get a lot of kills that way. Another way that you can get a lot of kills in multi-team, it takes no skill whatsoever, is to use your grenades. Okay, you just want to spam grenades out there. You want to be throwing them at every opportunity, because again, as I said, you've got 10 opponents on this map. Okay, so I guarantee if you just start chucking grenades out there, you are going to pick up a lot more kills than you might think. You're going to be surprised at how many kills you can pick up. The other thing is because people are dying all the time. I mean, it's very crazy. People are dropping grenades left and right, so you don't need to be too concerned about conserving your grenades. Okay, I mean, of course you spawn with 2 grenades, but you're going to be picking up additional grenades all the time. So just make sure that you're using them, because those are excellent ways to pick up double, triple, and overkills without really even any skill whatsoever. Okay, another thing I want to talk about when it comes to multi-team is which loadouts to choose. You can see that I'm rocking the armor lock for most of this time. You know, I find that's a very helpful armor ability when it's this crazy. Sometimes it'll just buy you a minute or two that you need for an attacking player to become distracted, or for somebody to come in and help you out, whether that's your teammate or just, you know, a random enemy that comes in and actually saves you. I also like the sprint ability, because it can get really crazy with multi-team, and sometimes the sprint ability is very helpful for getting out of a bad situation quickly. It's also a good way to be able to rush into a battle where you know some players are going to be weak, lob grenades in there and clean up some kills that you might not have been able to get in that situation without the sprint. So I like the sprint ability as well. Let me finish up by telling you a little bit about the assassinations. With the animated assassinations, you want to skip those on multi-team. I'll tell you why, because when you're doing the animated assassination, they take forever. Things are way too crazy in multi-team. You want to do a quick assassination and move on. Otherwise, you're going to fall victim to the yoink medal, which you'll see me do twice towards the end of this gameplay. Okay, the yoink is when you steal a kill when a player is performing an assassination and you come in and steal their kill for the kill yourself. Alright, I do that a couple times. I do it for the win. You'll see that's just a terrible mistake to allow me to come in and steal your kill. So skip the animated assassinations and just stick with the quick ones. Alright folks, thanks for watching today. This is Halo Reach Tutor signing out. We'll see you next time.